Mysterious creature tried to lure this man into a cave. Don't go exploring by yourself. Check this out, y'all.
How was a donut just broke? Bro, is that my fork? What? Hello? No. Why is that?
Could that be a mimic in that cave?
I'm trying to figure out where he wandered off so far where you didn't hear nobody dragging your bike and then tearing it to pieces.
Hello? What the hell? Bro, I don't care about my bike. Hello?
I don't know. I'm thinking that's probably a prank.
Is anybody there?
Don't go exploring by yourself, y'all.
I don't know, dude. Am I just hearing things? Hello? What the f? Yep, nope, I'm good.
Stay weird.
Here. Look.
Got the boards. CGI maybe? Y'all think this legit?
You need to get the boy.
But that's definitely a pre-recording I heard before on the background. So it might be CGI, but either way it go, it is getting creative with these pictures and videos.
Oh my god. Here, come inside, Ramon. We didn't lock the door.
Get inside. Oh my god.
What locking a door gonna do when the door is all glass? But you know, safety precautions.
Quantum supremacy. Yeah, that's what I said. Hear this, pay attention to this, and remember this. The article says we may be on the cusp of quantum supremacy. But what does that mean? I have my own ideas. Let me just tell you. Since Google recently came out with their quantum chip that is faster and smarter than any computer on the planet, not smarter by a little, but by a lot. Yeah, a lot. Because of this and other tests, scientists are convinced that quantum computers will solve problems that aren't only beyond the reach of computers that we have now, the best computers we have now, but problems that people can't even contemplate how to get an answer for. So is this the first big step towards real-life AI, artificial intelligence? A computer that can solve any problem without emotion, without compassion, without empathy. Hopefully when AI gets here, it will have some type of compassion. It won't just solve problems we might not even know about, regardless of what it leaves in its path. Now I absolutely have hope for the future, I do, but this kind of stuff freaks me out a little bit. Let me know what you think about this and why we're being told about it now. Let me know in the comment section, Booshkies. Shabadoo.
Oh, I feel like we're getting told about it now is because they had this like 50 years ago. But when I be strolling on my phone, I feel like the internet ain't fast enough. Like when I'm typing in web addresses and it take that little time to load up, I feel like it should be instantly. So I think we behind. So it's about time we have something quantum to where it just happens simultaneously. He just looked clumsy as hell. I mean, I get that he ain't falling over, but look very comfy.
Have you ever encountered a well that moves you to tears?
No.
This isn't just any well, it's the most remarkable well in all of China. According to legend, if you are a truly devoted son, you should wear a special robe on the 30th day of the 7th lunar month. When you look through the opening in the center of the well, something extraordinary happens. you can catch glimpses of your past lives, your current existence, and even see the loved ones who have occupied your thoughts day and night. This enchanting well is located next to the Temple of the Flesh on Mount Jiuhua, a site rich in history and mystery. What's fascinating is that, no matter the weather, whether it's windy or rainy, the well remains completely dry. Yet, when you peer into its depths, you may find yourself witnessing the karma of your past lives and seeing your deceased parents. Tourists travel from all over, eager to connect with the loved ones in their hearts. Many are so deeply touched by the experience that they find themselves crying right there on the spot, overwhelmed by emotion. So, is this legend true, or is it simply a captivating story?
I really want to go see that well now. They saying that you can see your loved ones and see past lives just by looking through the hole of that well. Like, how many of y'all done been to this well? How many of y'all would like to go see this well?
If you encounter an alien, don't panic. This is what you need to do. Watch what this old man did. This is a true story. So one time this man was laying in his bed. He was trying to relax. It had been a long day and he couldn't relax. And all of a sudden he had this feeling and he witnessed the window flying open and he saw a creature enter into the room. Now most people would have thought that it was an alien, but he actually said that it wasn't an alien. See, most people would have frozen in fear, but he didn't panic. He knew exactly what to do because he knew the power in the name of Jesus. He said it wasn't an alien at all. It was in fact a demon. So because of this, the authority in the name of Jesus, he rebuked the demon. And in the name of Jesus, he witnessed a loud shriek and the demon left immediately. But guess what? We have that same authority, that power in the name of Jesus. So if you believe in the name of Jesus, make sure that you comment Jesus below, click follow, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Look at that. And they didn't move. And those look strikingly familiar to those little plasma balls and orbs that everybody's seeing and describing these days. And right there it shows a missile. Looked like a AIM-9 going straight through two of them. And it looked like it took them out, but then when it zoomed back, it did nothing to them. Y'all think this cap? Leave your comments. They get a little too creative. Hey, now. It looks good. Good work, good editing skills.
The smartest animals in the world, Part 2. A honey badger named Stoffel has escaped from his enclosure at a South African wildlife center multiple times to fight the lions next
He escaped to fight the lions. One of them.
door. He's built towers out of rocks, sticks, and mud, and when introduced with a mate, he would stand on her head to escape yet again.
He stood on her head. He was literally standing on business.
Here's a video of a Miami Zoo gorilla telling visitors in sign language that they're not allowed to feed him. An orangutan named Fu Manchu escaped from his cage at the Omaha Zoo multiple times using a key fashioned out of a piece of wire. Every time the baffled zookeepers inspected him, he would hide the key in his mouth. In order to keep her pool clean, Kelly the dolphin's trainers taught her to bring them dead seagulls in exchange for fish. Eventually, she started hiding the fish under a rock in her pool and using them to bait seagulls, which she would then bring to her trainers for even more fish. Kelly was even able to teach this 200 IQ strategy to her next generation of calves.
Now that's dope right there. We all eat.
And hear me out. If you don't know what MH370 is, it's an airplane that went missing 10 years ago with 239 people on board. And we have...
Yeah, like, y'all remember that aircraft that went missing? Like, I haven't heard anything about it since. But I'm curious to know whatever happened. Like, they said they ain't found no wreckage or something like that. If you have any updates, I don't know, leave your comments below.
not found a trace of it. Well, they say they found a couple pieces of it, but I don't believe them. MH370 went missing in March of 2014, and the search for it was the largest in history. It cost over $200 million looking for this missing airplane. This is the area that they were searching in 2014, and then finally in 2017 when the search was called off. And then in 2018, Ocean Infinity, which is a private company, decided they wanted to take a stab at it. Now, the Malaysian government told them they would not be paying them unless they actually found MH370, and they were fine with that. These are the same people that are searching again in 2024 because they're damn sure they found it this time. Engineers at Ocean Infinity believe that MH370 crashed into this large-ass hole right here off the coast of Australia. It is 600 meters deep, and that's why we've never found a trace of it. And I say that we've never found a trace of MH370, but in 2015 and 2016, a few pieces of an airplane did wash up on the coast of Africa, and they were attributed to MH370, but really all they can tell you is it's from a Boeing 777. What happened to MH370 though? Was it hijacked? Did the pilot go crazy and crash the plane? Did aliens abduct it? Did it fly through a time warp? I don't know about any of those. I do have a theory though, and it involves plasmoids, and I think that's why the search for MH370 has been renewed here recently, because we're seeing all these plasmoids in our sky in New Jersey, New York, really all across the country. Now, I'm not the only one that has that theory. This paper was written in 2014, so 10 years ago when MH370 went missing. It was written at the Moscow State University by the Department of Physics head. He goes on in this paper to describe 3 well-known catastrophes, including MH370, that have the same physical origin, plasmoid appearance in the Earth's atmosphere. This paper goes on to describe 3 different catastrophic events that plasmoids could have played a direct role in, one of them being MH370. This whole page of the paper is about MH370 and the effects that a plasmoid would have had on that airplane. Right here is his final reasonable conclusion. He says that Malaysian airline flight MH370 met the atmospheric plasmoid. Number 2, this isn't the only time a plane has disappeared, and he's not wrong. Over 114 have disappeared since 1940. Number 3, a special program should be developed for avoiding these types of accidents, because airplanes are encountering plasmoids more and more and more, and it's becoming a dangerous thing. So did MH370 encounter a plasmoid in the atmosphere, and that's what happened to that plane? Who knows?
My thing is, plasmoid's been around for who knows how long. Like, why now? Like, why all these talk about plasma and orbs and all this now?
Hardest languages to learn. Albanian.
Any of y'all know Albanian?
5.1 years.
Dang, that's a long
Finnish. 5.3 years.
5.3 years.
Hungarian. 5.4 years.
Hungarian.
Vietnamese. 5.5 years. Korean. 5.8 years. Japanese. 6 years. Arabic. 6.2 years. Filipino. 6.7 years. Mandarin. 7 years.
How many of y'all know different languages? I thought about trying to learn a little bit of Spanish, but I haven't started yet. When I used to live in Germany, everybody I came in contact with knew at least 3 or 4 different languages. Like, my mind was blown. Like, how can you comprehend all that? But you know what? People was raised different in different countries. They teach their kids different, and over here in the States, I don't know.
We are living in the Phantom Matrix, and this is a report by the CIA on how the Phantom Matrix works. We have many matrices. We are in loops, holograms, and it's also simulation. Phantom Matrix is a replica of the falling Earth timeline. It's essentially a falling region of a lower dimensional spectrum of the universal time matrix. This chart explains the timeline of our original matrix. This is a map of all timelines in which consciousness moves from the 12th to 15th dimension. If you look at the first 7 dimensions, it's all the 3D to 5D, and after you ascend into higher consciousness, you start tapping into your 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and so on. This is why our ascension is our own spiritual path and journey, because we all tap into spirituality at different times, or at different moments in our life, I should say. With the time matrix, it is also our way to tap into Christ consciousness or Crystal's avatar. This is from Lisa Renee, Ascension Glossary, which she is a great resource. I consider her to be a teacher, a spiritual guide. I've been learning so much from her, and also other creators like Crystal's avatar. And I recently found out about this person called Ashiana Dean. They all talk about the Matrix, the Phantom Matrix. But if you know who coined this word, Phantom Matrix, please share in the comments below, because this is research and open to everyone, and it's nothing new. I'm obviously not the first person to talk about Phantom Matrix on social media or TikTok, but I want to continue to expand on this knowledge because it's important on how we are all part of the Matrix, the Phantom Matrix. This is another diagram or a way to look on how the Phantom Matrix works. You are in the center, the singularity, and we have the black and white hole. They are just replicas, clones. This Phantom Matrix is a degenerating reality, meaning that we have fallen into so many timelines that it's causing manipulation, mind control, and suppression. And once you have fallen so much deep down into this black hole, it will be very hard to come out of it. Now, I don't want to be thinking about the duality of black and white, light and dark, evil versus good. I want you to think of the gray area. How can we not fall into this fake reality, the Phantom Matrix, however you call it? This concept is similar to the space wormholes. Doesn't matter if it's a black hole or a white hole, you are not able to escape. Ascension is either you are ready to expand your energy or contract your energy. This is an amazing chart of how the 15th dimension time matrix works. Our human body is a holographic light projector, meaning that the Phantom Matrix is a simulation. It's a hologram that we're living in. That's why we have copies of our soul blueprint, AI programs, and it is controlled by the negative alien agenda. It is forcing us to not evolve into our true spiritual freedom. Do I believe that this is all part of the contract that we created to live in? Yes, because the Anu Elohim, which are the fallen angelic groups, put us into this glitch, into this system that we are now a part of. And this is why there is a replica of the universal time matrix known as the Phantom Matrix. This is only the beginning of the topics of Phantom Matrix. I know there's so much to expand, and I hope this helps all of you.
We up here figuring out how everything works or where it came from, but the whole time we chose this experience.
These are some of the smartest animals in the world. Through evolution, the mugger crocodile has learned that birds need sticks to build their nests. So they've been documented balancing sticks on their heads, waiting to snatch a bird that tries to pick one up. It's the first known example of a reptile using tools. Octopuses are considered to be the smartest invertebrate animals on the planet. On 3 separate occasions, Otto the octopus caused a power outage at his aquarium by climbing to the edge of his tank and shooting a jet of water at a bright light. He's been seen juggling hermit crabs, throwing rocks at the glass, and renovating the surroundings of his tank.
I hope he never get out and start teaching the other octopi. That'd be crazy.
An African gray parrot named Nikizi has an advanced vocabulary of about 1,000 words and can use them in complete sentences. He understands the concept of photographs, can identify objects within a photo, and even has a sense of humor. In 2004, he saw a picture of Jane Goodall with a chimpanzee before ever meeting her, and when they finally met in person, he asked her, "Got a chimp?"
If you shifted into a higher timeline, how are you still able to see the bad on the internet? The internet functions as a digital extension of the collective human consciousness. It connects billions of people worldwide, almost creating a hive mind, where different thoughts and realities can coexist in that one sphere. Now, if you think about it, the internet is like the ether, so you're tapping into things that you cannot feel or see or hear or taste. So that ethers is where our collective thoughts go. Even if you've shifted into a better timeline, the internet allows you to interact and observe, very important word, observe the fragments of other people's timelines. This is because we live in a shared multi-dimensional space. Your immediate reality may not be the same as somebody else's immediate reality. So if you've shifted into a more abundant timeline, you might still encounter, a lot of chaotic, panic, fear-driven news or types of debates online. However, because you've shifted, you're now like observing them from a faraway distance. You're not plugged into the same matrix as they are anymore. You are like a visitor rather than a player in the game. You are no longer participating in what kind of other matrix they have wrapped themselves into. So the internet is almost like a conduit. The internet bridges these experiences without fully pulling you into their energy. So if what scientists are saying is real, like we live in a multi-dimensional, parallel universe type of holographic space, the best way for you to maintain on your good timeline is to maintain your focus, your reality, and do not let any external information or chaos to disrupt your alignment with your better timeline. I think a lot of us are getting energy upgrades, and the new earth is splitting, and there will be a time in which, like all the spiritual people have been saying for years, and I totally believe this, because we have healed that aspect of the timeline that we were supposed to, like, contracted to heal. For example, pulling people out of the matrix. Once we've accomplished that mission, that layer, almost like an onion, gets peeled off, and there is a new earth that is going to form. Of course, there are going to be people who don't make it onto the new earth, and they're still stuck in their